Hey guys, how are you? It is Armando Cruz on today's Lessons on the Run. As you can see, I am sweaty, I am hot, I am exhausted. And it has to do with why I'm making this video today. And I thought, let me get into the spirit and not let this opportunity pass by because it's very important. It's called recalibrating. Let me share the story of how this came to be. So I have a big break today between my early morning clients and the next clients at I have like at 10 almost 11 o'clock in the morning. And there's this place called Key Biscayne, which is where the bridge is. The infamous bridge is the vertical that we get here in Miami. And the truth is, I've been really tired, and I was like, maybe I'll take that time, take a nap by the beach, read a little bit, and just enjoy. And something about that felt really good. But something in the back of my mind was like, no, you're here, take advantage of it. And so in my mind, I wanted to be comfortable. I wanted to rest, I wanted to sleep, I wanted to read and just chill. And I said, let me see when I get there if I feel like running. And so what I did was, on the way, on the drive, I put on a video which was probably a bad idea and an amazing idea, of David Goggins and Jocko Willinkson talking about you gotta embrace the suck. And I don't normally operate that way, but sometimes you need that kind of push, and their intensity is contagious enough that before I got here, I stopped at another parking lot to do something to help recalibrate. You see, because up to that point, I wasn't dressed to go run. Up to that point, I still had to make a decision. So what I did was, before I got to my parking spot, I parked in another parking spot, like maybe half a mile or a mile before. I changed my clothes. I got completely ready to run. So now I had already made the decision. I recalibrated, first mentally in the car, then physically by changing. And then once I got here, I said, let's shift this, let's embrace the suck. So I took out the tire, and the idea was to run with the tire up and down the bridge. Today I only had 45 minutes to run, like that was what I have on my training schedule. So the first 15 minutes, it took me 15 minutes to run up and over the bridge, and man, everything hurt. My calves were hurting, my hamstring was hurting, my ankles were hurting. I was just grinding, totally sucking. And when I got to 15 minutes, when I got to the other end, I stopped and I decided, let me hit a little bit of reset. Let me hit recalibrate. I took the tire and I did 25 presses. And lo and behold, when I started back, I started running, and my body felt completely different. There was no aches and pains. It wasn't that it was easy, but now I could focus on just the running and not had to fight all the pains, all the tightnesses, all the weirdnesses on my ankles, hamstrings, and my body. So I make it over. So now I'm at 30 minutes. I stop. I do another 25 presses with the tire over my head. And so now what I am going to do is run halfway up the bridge, then turn around and come back. Well, as I'm running up, the sun is just beaming. I'm dehydrated. I am not feeling great. I don't have the pains, it's just I'm fatigued and I feel beat down. And as I'm running, there's a lady that's running down, and she gives me a thumbs up. She goes, "You're doing amazing." And that in and of itself helped to recalibrate. I made it to the top. I did, instead of at 15 minutes, I did it at 8 minutes at the top, and I did 25 more presses. When I finished those, I felt so dizzy, because between the running up, the oxygen deprivation, and the effort, I was just spent. And I said, okay, take a deep breath and let's go back. I start going back down. Halfway through it, I'm dying again. Some other guy comes and he says, "Man, you're doing amazing, keep it up." And in an instant, body recalibrated, shifted, started looking forward instead of down, right? Isn't that a great analogy for life. You know, when you're looking down, you'll head down. When you look forward towards your goals, you'll head towards your goals. And so that's where I was. I kept looking at where I needed to finish. And I just ran. Once I got to the end, I did my final set to round out the 100 presses with the tire. And I will tell you, it sucked. But I feel so much better having done it now that it's over, and how much more I learned about myself and the power of recalibration. So I hope that that story, at the very least, gives you a concept of what it means to recalibrate, and perhaps gets you thinking of how you can put these points of recalibration or calibration into your day when you're not feeling up to doing things, when you're not feeling focused, when you don't have the desire, when you're just tired. How do you hit that recalibration button? How do you shift? Do you have the right people to give you the encouragement to help you recalibrate? Do you have the right environment? Are you setting up your environment to help you recalibrate? Do you have the right habits to help you recalibrate? If you don't, how can you? So this has been me on today's Lessons on the Run. It's been a little bit more long-winded, but I wanted to share the story and the actual journey leading up, because a lot of times we see, hey, I'm grinding there, but what a lot of times people forget to see is I didn't want to run in the first place. In fact, I wanted to sleep. I wanted to read. I wanted to relax. And again, there's nothing wrong with those, but I also know that I didn't want it looming over my head the rest of the day, that I still had to get my running. And so now is the time, because it's here, and why not take advantage of this bridge here? Why not take advantage of the tire? Why not take advantage of the heat? Why not take advantage of the suck? Embrace it, get stronger, move forward, and overcome. This has been me, Armando. Catch you later.